We were young, the posters on the wall, praying we're the ones that the teacher wouldn't call. We would stare at each other, cause we were always in trouble. You know the cool kids.
So hello everybody and welcome back to another brand new video. Now today guys we're going to be taking a look at Tom Cassell's Syndicate's new car that he has got. Now this is a 20, I believe, 17 Mercedes GTR. Mercedes AMG GTR. I may have said that a bit wrong, but yes, obviously here is the car in the exact colour I believe that it is from. I tried to get the exact colour right, and I hope it's okay. And obviously I just want to say, Tom, if you are watching this, I am a big fan obviously of your channel. Keep up the good work, and I am really jealous of your car. Now obviously I'm going to be talking a bit about the car, how it handles. We're going to go for a drive, we're going to go for a few revs and all that lot stuff. But if you do enjoy these type of videos, make sure you do thumbs up and subscribe guys to the channel, and I'll be doing more replica YouTuber cars like this. So if you guys can enjoy it, and let's get into the video. So here is obviously the outline of his car. It's pretty nice, pretty nandy indeed. It's the exact replica of it. I will be doing another video on why Forza should do an update on this game, and I'll explain why in the next video. But we're going to take a look into the interior. Now I may notice a bit of things will be a bit different. His steering was on the opposite side, and this is on the left hand side. This is I think a US version, I believe, but his steering is on that side, the UK side. So obviously here it is. I can't really look down because that's kind of like a downside to it. To this, it's very sporty, very nice, very relaxed. I like it. There's a lot of details in here. I think some carbon stuff's in here as well, which is very nice. It handles very nice. And we're going to give it a few revs from the inside and outside, and let's get into it. So as you know, it does sound really, really nice. I did take this thing for a bit of a drift around Edinburgh itself. But first I'm going to do some driving on the outside, and we're going to do some driving on the inside interior, and I will give you the feedback. So this car is very smooth the way it feels. It's very powerful and the way that it is. Okay. And this car is very powerful, it's very good looking, and it's quite wide if I'm being honest with you. But I do like the way this thing looks in style wise, and it has some really like show off kind of looks to it, which is really nice. And the horsepower is just amazing. And the engine is built by one man. I will link I will link to Tom's actual video of him actually getting the car in the comment section down below, so you can check that out if you want to for yourselves. So as for the interior wise, it is very comfy, very relaxed, very spacious indeed. Right away. It's very very roomy in here, if I'm being honest. I'm quite jealous obviously of this car. I wish I did have it. It does handle very nicely, very smooth. It does have paddle shifters as well. I didn't know if to go for the welcome pack car of this or a normal one of these. So I mean, congratulate obviously for Tom obviously for getting this car. It is very, he did work very hard to obviously get this car and to where it is to now. And the car is just amazing. It suits him very well, but it's just so good looking of a car. And the horsepower on this as well is absolutely amazing. And obviously I will be showing this obviously as a video, and obviously linking Tom's channel in the description down below to give us obviously some credit for this magnificent of a car and obviously what it's achieved, which is quite amazing. Also, I'm not going to do any drifts. I think I'm just going to take it seriously by just cruising and just having a good time as well. Now it is quite loud. This is a not stopped car. It is completely not stopped, so everything is normal on the car. I try to obviously, with doing these YouTubers cars, I try to replicate the exact car and stuff like that. The camera's a bit up, we could put you down a bit. So Tom did also purchase this from Mercedes, and actually itself, so it's also a brand new spanking new car. He just want to have some upgrades onto this, I believe, or not, I don't know. But it is a lovely car, I would admit. I am quite jealous. It is lovely and it is loud as well, which I do obviously do like. I just want to find a road that we can rip it on. You saw nothing. Also, this is also this Forza Horizon, of course. You can just speed as much as you want. I am really loving the sound of this car. And the backfires as well that come out of this thing. I wish obviously Forza can obviously replicate the actual noise and engines of the actual real cars that we have obviously in the real world. That'd be kind of a good thing roughly about now. I think I'm going to go up here. And obviously I'm just going to floor it, so... It has a deep roar to it as well. It kind of is very attractive as well, and it kind of draws you in to actually drive it a bit more. It is very comforting as well, which I do actually like as well. I mean, I do love the sound of this car, and I can drive this thing around for hours. I do want to drift it though, but I feel like I will actually slide off a bit more. But it is very nice to drive, quite low to the ground, and it's just, I know, it's just very, it just has that deep roar to to it, and then it just pulls you in just to drive it. I think I will actually show some drone footage around the car. I think, I don't know when, but I'll probably do it probably about now. So I'll just show some drone footage also of me just having a looks around the car and just seeing how it looks. Oh, that didn't go well, first try. First try didn't go so well around the corner. First try didn't go so well. I tried to Yui it didn't work. I do love this car. It's just such an amazing car to actually drive. It just sounds so good. And it handles really like nice as well. Like you can feel the response time, the responsiveness as well. On this car it has comfort mode, which obviously the suspension like it's not really like lock up as much as it's stiff. So it handles really nice. In sport mode, obviously it gets a bit sporty. In sport plus mode is where I think the deep roar comes in, and the suspension lowers down. Like lower down it actually can be as in this now with a deep roar in the back. I think all in all I do really love this car. I mean, this car is actually really amazing. It looks spectacular, especially with the paint. I did try to match the actual paint with his actual car, but I don't know if this actually is it. I do know he doesn't have any custom tires on this. I know it's obviously all of it is factory stock made, so it looks amazing. It feels amazing. The power is absolutely incredible. So now I think I'll cut to when obviously I'm at the house and I'll show you guys the engine and we can go on from there. Okay, now so obviously now guys, you have joined me back here at my house and obviously with the car. Now we're going to be taking a look at the engine and see what it is all about. If I can actually reach, no I can't because my cameras always seem to be low down, so I have to go in from this side. Open that up, I can get in. Okay, can I not get in? Can get back out. There we go. Okay, now I'm actually tall enough. So this obviously is the person I've been mentioned about here is the engine. You can take a look at that. But that is the person who did, I believe, make this engine. The one that you see very right here for your eyes. It's quite amazing. It's really something spectacular. I think the person who did actually made it signed it themselves. So that is actually the person who did make I believe the engine, on this car. So if you take a look at the car right now, it's actually you can see the interior. It's supposed to be on this side, but I don't know why it's not. So here's the compartment. I know it may not look like this on the real car, but it is quite close, I think. But no, like a lot of I think some carbon on this car. It's quite, the leather on this is really spectacularly smooth, and it's got a yellow stitching on this car to give it a bit more good look, shall we say, which is quite good. I do respect that. Obviously, some people think the boot is quite small, but it's actually really spacious. I know this is probably not the normal one, the real one, but again, I'm trying to replicate the real one. But I think the boot would be back up to that bar right there at the back, as you can see, probably up to that. So, all in all, this is an amazing car to handle, drive, and looks as well as absolutely brilliant. Like, give credit. I don't know why that ticking sound. I don't know why that ticking sound keeps going. But it is really good looking, and especially the tips on the end, or the exhaust, shall we say, is incredible. It looks, and you can see it says AMG on the actual thing itself. But like, give credit to Tom obviously for purchasing this vehicle. It's such a good vehicle. I hope he takes good care of it. And it's just, so, like, it looks really mean, and it does, in his words, look like the Batmobile. I don't know which one, but apparently to him it looks like a Batmobile. But no, I will leave obviously that the video when you just actually get it in the description down below of this video, that you can go out and check it for yourselves and see his reaction, and it's well deserved earned for his hard work on YouTube that he's been doing. So give credit to Tom for that. Now, I don't know if I did mention enough about this car, or no, I gave it obviously my review about the handling. We did some tests on about the driving, and it just looks really amazing in general. I can't stop even going around it, it looks that really brilliant as well. So as we come on to into the passenger side of views, it's just, there's a lot of carbon though on that thing right there. I could start it up and give you a little bit of start rev though, but I'm just going to take a look at what it has to offer us. I know I'm in pitch black, I know, but it's quite, I don't know why it's so dark here for. I don't know why it's so dark, but obviously I think, oh, that's horns. We'll look at horns. But I don't know, like the steering wheel just feels, it looks really amazing, and the seats as well. I don't really know about the seats, but I can imagine they would be comfy. I can imagine that is a word that would be used. I mean, yeah, it is a two-seat, obviously, but I can tell by the two seats in the car. You could do this as a daily driver, and I'm pretty sure Tom obviously does make it as a daily driver. But what is next for Tom, I really do not know. He could go for, well, I can't imagine he will not be getting a new car, because he's got his, obviously his baby, which is this, and I don't know, we just have to see what is new for Tom, and just see what he's going to be doing next. Obviously for now, I think I will actually be doing some drifting in this car, just because I feel like it's a way to end things off. I am going to do it for the normal length I'll be doing it at, just because I feel like I want to make it kind of not short, but kind of, well, not long, but also kind of short in a way. So it is raining as well, and also I do want to move on to another thing that I want to talk about for Forza. But that would be in the next video, which I probably will do after this one at some point. So I think the proper way to end this off is by doing some drifts around this local area. This might be a really short video, but I do want to make it quite short. So I give obviously the reviews obviously on this car. I did review how handling works on this car, the features on this car, and I think that's about it. But we're going to do a bit of drifting on this puppy, so let's go. Not a good start. We're getting better. Yeah, it's getting better. Obviously, I know Thomas will want to do this in real life, but I feel like in Forza you can do so. Lovely. Okay then. I feel like I'm doing quite well drifting in this vehicle. Woo! It handles really well. I know it's not good sometimes, but I think that actually would be a wrap. I'll do it like this way actually.
We were young, the posters on the wall, praying we're the ones that the teacher wouldn't call. We would stare at each other, cause we were always in trouble. You know the cool